Hello, welcome, Eleni Shiamtanis here. Thank you for being here. Today I'm going to do a Dutch pour using paints and TLP, this little piggy pigments. And I'm just going to show you how I mix this little piggy pigments for a Dutch pour. This is one I've already mixed and this is sapphire and it just pours out beautifully. And what I use is a little bit of varnish that's watered down a little bit to mix the pigments, to wet the pigments down and disperse the pigments. And then I use Liquitex Acrylic medium, and it's a gel medium, so it has some body, so that I can make the pigments into like a paint consistency. So let me just do one with you. So I've already done the sapphire and that is really pretty. I'll do sangria, this little spoon, and I'll do 3 little spoonfuls. That's 1, 2, 3. And you should really be wearing a mask when you're mixing your pigments because the dust is very fine and it can get up in your chest. So this is just a mixture of varnish and a little bit of water. Mix that up. Just disperse the pigment, wet it all down, make sure it's completely incorporated. That's beautiful. Take it off the sides. Make sure there's no dry bits on the side and mix it really well. And just keep checking to see that it's all melted in nicely. So I'm only making 50ml. I've got these little 50ml bottles which are perfect for the TLP pigments. And they do go a long way. Okay, and then I'm going to take this much of the gel gloss medium, just dump that in there, and then just mix it, and you've got to really mix this well, and then it becomes like a paint mixture, like a nice soft body paint mixture. Because I'm doing this for a Dutch pour, so I want it to be fairly fluid when I've added my Floetrol. So this is the British Floetrol, and that's the one that I can get, and I do actually really like the effects that one gives. So this is going to be very pigmented because I'm only going to put 50 mils. And just really mix it well until you get like a lovely paint consistency. It's a bit lumpy. You've really got to mix this well. And just keep taking the bits off the side. And scraping the tool that you're using. That's good. And then I'm going to add 50 mils, which is half of this. It's very hard to see, but it's half of this. About there. And always mix. I use a stocking with a bit of an elastic band on my Floetrol bottle to keep any lumps out. But always mix it well before using it. And then let's mix that in really well. And it doesn't look as pigmented, but as we know, the Floetrol dries clear, so the colour will be as vibrant as you saw it in the beginning. when it dries and is shimmery. So it does take away the colour a little bit. And then just mix really well. And that's how I mix my pigments for a Dutch pour. You can see the shimmer. You've got to mix for it. You've really got to mix well. Make sure there's no lumps. But I'll just show you the consistency. It just leaves a slight mound, and that mound disappears straight away. And that's perfect consistency for the Dutch pour that I like. I don't really like them any thinner than that. As you see, it creates a mound and disappears straight away. Just a small, very small mound. Remember, always use the same stick for all your colours and pigments. And if you lift it up about the same amount of distance, then you'll get them all the same consistency. Working on a 40 by 50 centimetre canvas. I sprayed the back with water a couple of times to get a nice tight canvas. So once you let it dry, it tightens up the canvas. And my colours are Nickel Azo Gold by Golden. Then we have Sapphire by TLP. Amsterdam's Permanent Blue Violet. And these two colours are opposite on the colour wheel, so whenever you get that, you get a really striking painting. And this is a new colour palette for me. I've never used this Nickel Azo Gold by Golden, but it looks really, really vibrant. But what you've got to do is, when they're opposite on the colour wheel, you try not to mix them too much. So if you layer another colour in between, it always works best. And then we have Sangria by TLP, 24 Karat Gold by Deco Art, Amsterdam Persian Rose, and then Shimmer by TLP. Okay, using a very pale grey for my base, and I'll probably use a little bit of titanium white just underneath the flow. So let's get the base down. Torch out the air bubbles. So start with titanium white. Nickel Azo Gold. Sapphire. And Permanent Blue Violet. And 24 Karat Gold. Sangria. Persian rose. And then shimmer. And then I'm going to add a few drops of black, oxide black, just for some depth. Okay, give it a touch. Okay, let's blow this out. This colour combo, the Nico Azo Gold, is amazing, especially with the purple. So I'm going to do some swipes just to bring it all together. Wow. And there, all these TLPs are going to be so shimmery. There's some lovely effects. I did a 30-day challenge where I paint every day, and I was using 30 centimetre round canvases, and I did mainly Dutch pours, and I really have got the feel of how it should feel and get the consistency right. Because before that, I've been doing it for about a year, and I've just been trying all different techniques, different styles, and I really love Dutch pours mainly. So it's endless really, but doing it on a slightly bigger one, it's kind of threw me off a little bit. So you need so much more paint. Let's do some swiping. Oh, wow. Okay, I think that's all I'm going to do. Wow. Okay, I'll give you a close-up. Don't forget to scrape your bottom so that you don't have any drips, and just do that a couple of times, otherwise it will just pull your design off. Now with the close-up, you start at the top here. And they just look really like see-through petals. There's a lot of shimmer, and that Nico Azo Gold, I think it's my new favourite colour. But I think with this purple and all the other colours, it's just so dramatic and stunning and soft at the same time. Yeah, so someone said that I was making them a bit dizzy with my, I think it was this part where I showed the wet result, so I get really excited. So I'm really going to try to go slowly. This is the other end. Let's go up one more time. You can see the swipe through. Just sort of pulls it all together. That lovely swipe through here. It almost looks 3D. Oh my gosh. This is my new favourite colour palette. Do a few more with this one. And I think that the background being a light grey just makes it even softer. Sometimes the white can make it look a bit stark against the colours. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and if you want to see another video like this, tap the screen on the left and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much for being here. Bye.